show up.
That's different.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America,
and
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Did you call the meeting to order?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay. I just want to make sure at
I
6:02.
said, let's get started. That's called to order. We're very informal here.
Well, I know. but
Okay.
I want to write down
That's
the
why we
time,
love this
6:03.
Yeah.
All right.
Audience of citizens, again, they're packing them in. They're out. I had to take a number. Number one. Not there. Did everybody get a chance to read the minutes?
Yeah.
Any admissions or corrections? I'll entertain a motion to accept as read.
Motion is submitted.
Andrea and Steven.
Yeah. Whatever,
Steve
like,
and Andrea, whatever one, I don't care.
Yeah.
Just
Ladies
take it off
first.
second.
well, it's too late. I already wrote your initials.
Okay, you can do the next one.
All right, Steve Marino, you're up.
Perfect. On the agenda, does it say something about the cemetery grant? Because I don't want to speak towards that if it's on the docket.
Well, I was gonna bring that up under old business, but you can do it while you
Nope.
can.
No, we'll wait to that. I really have nothing. So
Right, the weather's been lousy and you
Yep.
guys can't even go in there and pick up branches.
yeah, we pretty much did most of that. We'll do one major cleanup once all the snow melts to get the big heavy stuff out of there, just so we don't put that on the contractor.
Yep,
So
so that's about it.
that's it for P&G.
Okay. Old business, Steve, if you want to address that about the grant now, you guys, remember we talked about that $5,000 that we always get every year? And the stipulations were that you had, if you were gonna go in and fix stones, you had to get permission from the families, you had to go to probate. It was just, so Steve and Jim Mahoney and Kate and I had a conference meeting, what, last week, the week before? I forget.
Sounds about right.
And Steve can tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah. So what happened was we put it in for Denison and Dunham Cemetery to have some work done, some clearing, some getting rid of some of the overgrown brush, especially at Denison along where the Worthington Water District line is. We'd like to remove the fence, grub that all out, see if we can plant some grass and get something to grow there. Through the grant, we have to specify how much money we would spend at each cemetery, and I think we came to the agreement of like $2,000 and $3,000, and then try to make it seem like a little more appetizing to the state. We put in that we would do a match of $2,500. So total all said and done, we're thinking we're gonna get total said and done, we should have about $7,500. With us reducing what we had in our operating budget and moving from what we had in our operating budget into contractual services, we actually will have a surplus and more money in our contractual services to cover the $2,500. So
Oh,
game plan, Kate and everybody, we went with what we're thinking is Denison Cemetery, as much as we possibly can clear out where the old fence is, remove that old fence along Worthington Water District's property, grass, new fence from New Breton Fence, go over to Denison. We'd like to clear the whole backside. I remember a couple years ago, we cleared Denison just past the headstones going into Potter's Field. We cleared that and found a couple of tomb markers.
Dunham. You mean Dunham?
Dunham, sorry.
Yeah.
Where we found those couple of markers. We'd like to see if we can get the contractor to go in there, grub that out as well, plant some grass, get some grass growing. So as you're coming down Norton Road and looking into Dunham Cemetery, it'll actually open it up to Potter's Field.
Good.
So, and I think with the money we have in contractual services, I think we've given Beyond the Grave enough time to respond. We'll give him plenty of work for March, April, and May if the weather breaks. So I think this should be a great project to wrap everything up. Summer by September 1st, October 1st.
She's on her way? Okay, thank you.
I also talked to A to Z. The town of Berlin goes out for on-call services, and A to Z, who does all of our mowing, won the on-call. He was one of the awarded bidders for on-call services where he can come in and do the work. So not only, I'm hoping if you guys agree that we will have him not only doing our mowing, but we'll have him do some of our site work because he's been very good to us.
Oh, absolutely. Do we have to put that in form of a motion or?
Let's wait till we get the grant.
Oh, yeah. So the grant's gonna be 5 and we're gonna put in 25?
Yep. So they'll give us 75.
That's a lot of money. That'll be good. Yeah.
That concludes my old business.
Yeah, I didn't have anything else for old business either, you guys. That was pretty much it. We were waiting for Beyond to come in and give us a report for Christian Lane. Denison's done. Christian Lane and Beckley Road. But due to the weather, I'm sure he couldn't do anything. So, and Lisa's on her way, so we'll see what happens there. New business or old business. Did anybody go to that thank you appreciation night? Nope, me neither. I don't wonder how it was. They weren't invited.
I was supposed to go, but I got.
I can't. That place is small, and I can't imagine. I don't know.
That's why
The truck
spouses
bar.
weren't invited this time.
Huh?
That's why spouses were not invited this time.
Well, the truck bar was real big, and there was a lot of people. I mean, that place is small.
No,
Well, whatever. I hope they all had a good time. I was just telling these guys about Steve. I don't know if you heard about Benson. He went on Tuesday. They found another nerve that was giving him that pain,
Oh,
and they were able to go in through the back of his leg, and with a camera and everything, they found it and they froze it, and that kills it. And I talked to him today, and he's happy as a clam. No pain.
that's great.
anything. And this doctor seems to think that this is it. So he's going to start his therapy again. I think he said Monday. But he's got to go. He might have to get his socket fixed again for his leg because he put a little weight on.
Yep.
But other than that, the pain, this doctor pretty much swore to him that it's a done deal. So that'll be great for him.
Oh, that's awesome. Because he was so optimistic after the first one.
Yeah, it's been coming up on 2 years for him. Yep. Well, that's all I got. You guys got anything? You're looking for people for the 27th for voting?
what? What's the
Oh,
27th?
the referendum?
Referendum.
I don't know if we have enough yet, but yeah, why?
Well,
Are you
me.
doing, you?
well, I didn't tell her that I was gonna do it.
I know, she's kind of hanging out.
Yeah,
Are you doing it?
the 27th.
Yeah.
It's my
Is that-
anniversary, yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
You gonna
That's
do it
not
on your
good.
anniversary?
no, I'm not gonna be responsible.
we're good.
No, it's a Tuesday.
57 years, I mean, what the heck?
Jesus.
You're
You're not
not on
gonna see
vacation for
58.
that one.
She just got out of the hospital. She was in there for 4 days.
What's going
What's
on?
happening?
Thursday, she went to the hairdresser, library. Friday morning, she didn't know where she was. Took her to the hospital. I thought she had a stroke again.
No?
They did all the tests, the flu. She was dehydrated,
Oh,
and her blood pressure was 199 over 99.
Holy Toledo.
So they said, we're keeping her overnight. Boom. Saturday morning, I go in. I said, how do you feel better? Saturday afternoon, went back. She didn't know who we were. She didn't know where she was. She was trying to get out of bed. She was combative. No, I said, I'm out of here. I told her, she's going to have to tie her down. Went back Sunday. I said, how do you feel? Good. I says, do you remember yesterday afternoon?
Really
No,
compassionate,
why?
aren't you?
57 years.
You want sympathy? You go to the dictionary. You look between shit and sweat. That's what you're going to get sympathy. So she didn't even remember Saturday what she did.
Wow.
And then way better. And then Monday morning, took her home.
Wow.
But the doctor said this flu is absolutely crazy. The lady that was in the room with her, she was a lot older. She was like 88. She was paralyzed. She thought she had a stroke or something. She was paralyzed.
Is
And it was
this
the
all
flu.
caused with dehydration or
A
something?
lot of it's dehydration. Yeah.
Is this the flu that's causing the vomiting and?
Nope, that's a stomach flu. That's different. Yeah, because the first thing you do when you go in the hospital, they test you for COVID and they test you for flu. But her face was a little drooped. That's why I thought she had a stroke again, But nope. Weird.
Did that change?
Oh, yeah.
The droopiness?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
But we
scary.
went to Bruce Trevethan's wake, and there was a ton of people in the funeral home. And then we went to the church, and that place was packed. And they said 4 to 5 days, and that would have been 4 days.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad she's on the mend.
Yeah.
But honestly, if it's your anniversary, don't worry about it.
No, we don't do it.
On that Tuesday, that's a
Yeah, that
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
last
We'll go out for
Tuesday,
dinner.
last Tuesday of the month. That may not even be your anniversary, what day of the
The
week?
27th.
Well, yeah, but I don't know what the date is, because I'm thinking it's the
Thought
28th.
you told me the
or-
27th.
Well, it might be the 28th or something, whatever the last Tuesday of April is. That's when the budget is.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we've been
Ah!
talking about other stuff, so we can make it.
This meeting is
On the
gonna
other
go over my allowance.
Stand up. You're gonna get sworn at.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that what happened?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that you will faithfully discharge according to law your duties as a member of the cemetery committee for the town of Berlin to the best of your ability, so help you God?
Yes.
Please sign
Thank
here,
you.
fill that out.
You're part of the club again. So.
Excellent. Is the 20th?
That is the 20th.
You know that.
All right.
The Godfather, trying to get
Thank
out
you very much.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's time to go.
So just to let you know what's going on, remember we talked about that grant?
Yep.
Well, Steve and Jim Mahoney and Kate and myself had a meeting last week or the week before. And instead of going in for all that fixing stones where you gotta go to probate and all this other crap, Steve was able to find a paragraph, him and Jim found a paragraph, landscaping.
All right.
So Steve just told us he wants to do Denison and Dunham.
Okay.
So, and a new fence at Denison where that right of way is, tear that all down, clean it all up. And we'll have a total of $7,500, $5,000 from the state and $2,500 we're gonna put in.
Nice.
Were you able to get a hold of, Will?
No,
Well, I know
last
the
we
weather's-
spoke was right before New Year's, and he said a good weather day in the new year. I think the weather has just been
Ah,
prohibitive.
and I won't be walking in any cemeteries with that ice.
Yeah, exactly. I'll reach out to him again as it starts to get a little
Yeah.
warmer.
Do you have anything for new business?
Next week.
Nope.
Well, imagine that. I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Before they freeze up.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Bye.
Quick. Well, we would
Have a
have
great
been.
night, everybody.
Bye, Steve.
Bye.
Thank you.